Hi everyone, welcome to another video lesson on how to solve systems of equations, and today we are going to solve systems by substitution. Okay, so the steps are you want to isolate one variable on one side of the equation, then step number 2, substitute into the other equation, and then step number 3, substitute that solution, which is going to be a number, into either original equation, and then solve to find the other number. So tip is you're going to try to find a variable with a coefficient of 1. Okay, so I'll explain what all of this means when I go over the next 3 examples. So for example, I'm going to notice first on this system, notice that this x is a coefficient of 1 and also it's already isolated. So step number 1 is done for this one. Okay, I could try to do this one, but I don't have to. It's just going to be more work. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go to this equation here, and wherever I see an x, replace that x with 8y minus 12. So with that said, I'm going to copy it down. So x, let's see, so in this case, x plus 12y is equal to 68. But then this means that I can substitute for x. So then I'm going to write down 8y minus 12 plus 12y is equal to 68. So then once we get to this point, we start combining like terms. So 8y and 12y combine to 20y minus 12 equals 68. Then I'm going to add the 12, or if you want to say jump the 12, which means I'm going to add 12 to the other side. We have 20y equals 80, and then so for y we divide by 20. So then we find that y is equal to 80 divided by 20 is 4. Okay, so this is the y coordinate. So next we need to find the x coordinate. So I'm going to go to this equation because I have the x by itself. So then x equals 8 times, instead of y, what we found, which is 4. So 4 and then minus 12. So when you multiply 8 times 4, that's equal to 32. And 32 minus 12 is equal to 20. So that means the solution to this system of equations is where x is 20 and y is 4. So they'll intersect at this point. Okay, so those are the coordinates. That's example number 1. Example number 2, I am going to take this equation here and I'm going to isolate the y. So y minus 5x is equal to 0. Which means I'm going to add 5x to both sides of the equation so I can get the y by itself. So then y equals 0 plus 5x, which is 5x. Okay. Then I'm going to go to the first equation, and wherever I see a y, I'm going to replace that y with the 5x. So I'm going to take this one over here. So we have 4x plus 2. Y is equal to 7. So then 4x plus 2, instead of y, 5x, because that's what y is equal to, and this is equal to 7. So then 4x, 2 times 5x is 10x, and that equals 7. Then when you combine 4x and 10x, they combine to 14x. And last step is you divide by 14 so you can get the x by itself. So then solution is x equals, this simplifies to 1/2. So that's the x coordinate. Then I'm going to come to this one here and find the y coordinate. So this is y equals 5, instead of x, 1/2. Okay, which means 5 equals 5 times 1/2, which is 5/2. So then the point of intersection, or the solution to this system, is where x is 1/2 and y is 5/2. And that's all for example number 2. Let's move on to the last example, which is example number 3. Okay, so I am going to take the first equation and I'm going to solve for, in this case, I'm going to solve for y. So we have 6x minus 3y is equal to 3. And then I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides. So then we have negative 3y is equal to negative 6x plus 3. Then since I want to get the y by itself, there's a negative 3 in front of it. I'm going to divide by that negative 3 each one of the terms. So then this becomes y equals, let's see, negative 6 divided by negative 3, that's positive 2x, and this becomes a minus 1. So then with this one, I'm going to go to the second equation. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and say 5x minus 5y is equal to 10. So then 5x, I'm going to substitute for y, minus 5 open parentheses instead of y, 2x minus 1 is equal to 10. Then let's distribute the 5. Okay, so this is 5x, negative 5 times 2x, that's negative 10x. Negative 5 times negative 1, that's positive 5. That equals 10. 5x minus 10x is negative 5x plus 5 equals 10. Then let's subtract the 5 from both sides of the equation. So then no more 5 on this side, so we have negative 5x equals 10 minus 5 is 5. Then let's divide by that negative 5 on both sides of the equation. Okay, so then this gives us that x is equal to 5 divided by negative 5, which is negative 1. So we have the x coordinate. Now let's go back to this one and substitute for x. So then y equals 2 times x is negative 1 minus 1. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, and negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. So then the point of intersection for this system is where x is negative 1 and y is negative 3. And that's all for this lesson. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the classroom. Bye-bye.